Hello, this is Critical Information Bureau coming from Hull, England. Eyong Akupe speaking. We are the people that bring you the truth, nothing but the truth, because the truth is what is going to set you free. We don't accept any donations. Please make all your donations to your beloved interim government. This is Barrister Ashu Emmanuel explaining the state of Southern Cameroon and its relationship with La République du Cameroon. After this short description, I will analyze what he has said and see where we go from there. Thank you very much. If I were you, I will get a pen and a piece of paper and just jot down some of the main points in this discussion, because there's lots of Southern Cameroonians who don't understand what our problem is. Just take your pen and make notes on the main important issues, okay? And then we shall talk about it at the end of his presentation. Thank you very much.
Distinguished members of the UN General Assembly, the members of the UN Security Council, the Secretary General of the UN, international community, international human rights organizations, fellow Southern Cameroonians, fellow Cameroonians, ladies and gentlemen. Article 114 of the Bill on Family Code, presently pending before the Senate in Cameroon, states that to be a Cameroonian, a citizen must either originate from the Republic of Cameroon, which attained its independence on the 1st of January 1960, or originate from the Southern Cameroons, which obtained its independence on the 1st of October 1961. Since 1961, Southern Cameroons and the Republic of Cameroon have been living together in a union about which nobody has ever cared to produce the legal foundation. In 1984, the Republic of Cameroon transformed the Southern Cameroons, which had the status of a federated state, into two provinces, Northwest and Southwest, which today are termed regions. In 2016, a civil war erupted between restoration forces in Southern Cameroon, controlled and funded by an interim government of Southern Cameroon in the diaspora and powerful Southern Cameroonian warlords in the diaspora, and the Cameroon Regular Army, which claimed to be enforcing Cameroon's sovereignty, as Cameroon is one and indivisible. The restoration forces claim to be fighting to restore the statehood of Southern Cameroons. In the face of this civil war, a huge humanitarian calamity has ensured, with well over 500 villages burnt down, about 50,000 citizens either dead or missing, and well about 1 million Southern Cameroonians displaced as refugees scattered over Nigeria, in Southern Cameroonian bushes, in all countries in Africa, even in Europe, South America, and the United States, which just repatriated 81 of them. United Nations, the US, the European Union have time without number called on the government of Cameroon to address the root causes of this problem. But this government has maintained a deaf ear to those calls. Therefore, it's seeking a solution to this crisis to address the root causes of this crisis. Was there reunification in 1961 or annexation of Southern Cameroon by the Republic of Cameroon? After the 1961 11 February plebiscite, the United Nations General Assembly organized an independence vote for Southern Cameroons, wherein Article 2B recognized the independence of Southern Cameroons by joining the Republic of Cameroon. And Article 5 prescribed that the government of Southern Cameroons, the administering authority, Great Britain, and the Republic of Cameroon should come together as a matter of urgency before the 1st of October 1961 to agree as to how the parties were going to implement their agreed policies. The Republic of Cameroon, which never intended to sign any union treaty, instead invited the government of Southern Cameroon, led by Dr. John Foncha, to a constitutional conference in Fumban, where President Ahidjo asked Foncha to sign a draft federal constitution, which Foncha refused to sign and took it on consultation to the British, who called on Ahidjo to convene another meeting in Yaoundé. Thus, the Yaoundé Constitutional Conference, which ended in a deadlock, saw the British tell Amadou Ahidjo that the parties could not talk about a constitution when a union treaty had not been signed. While they were in Yaoundé, in the month of August, Ahidjo sent his draft constitution to his own parliament, the Parliament of the Republic of Cameroon, as a constitutional amendment, passed as the Federal Constitution of 1st September 1961, which Ahidjo promulgated into law on the 1st of September 1961, and on that same day marched his troops into Southern Cameroon. Thus, Southern Cameroon, which was the first African state to have a democratically elected government in history, found itself being sandwiched by a country that was required under Article 5 of Resolution 1608 to sign a union treaty as to how they were going to live together. Southern Cameroon found itself being downgraded by that country and put inside that country's constitution as a mere territory without a say, government, any institution. This is how Southern Cameroon found itself in the 1961 Federal Constitution, where Article 1 says that the Federal Republic of Cameroon shall be formed from the 1st of October 1961 by the Territorial Republic of Cameroon and the territory of Cameroon Meridional, formerly under British trusteeship. Cameroon Meridional simply means the southern part of Cameroon. You can see that this is a situation where one country, which was supposed to have an equal status with the other, decides to swallow up the other. The problem, therefore, is whether in 1961 there was reunification or annexation. At international law, this is a clear case of annexation. Nobody can talk about reunification because there is no document signed by Southern Cameroons to the effect that they agreed to enter the Federal Republic in a constitution solely drafted by the Republic of Cameroon. The international community has been surprisingly silent in front of this humanitarian calamity. So while the government of Cameroon and the restoration forces are trading responsibility, the situation on ground zero worsens daily. Last time it was Ngabu massacre claimed by the government. Today it is the Kumba massacre, where 8 school children have been murdered in cold blood. This situation must end. We cannot continue to tolerate this. Now, consideration. The Republic of Cameroon recognizes the independence of Southern Cameroon, as just said. The second is that as a member state of the African Union, the Republic of Cameroon is bound by the Constitutive Act of the African Union, which states in Article 4B that all member countries recognize that their borders are those obtained upon independence. Again, as a member state of the UN, the Republic of Cameroon knows that its boundary is that which was obtained in 1960 when it got independence. So it is senseless and baseless for that war to continue when it is clear that the Republic of Cameroon has no right to sovereignty over Southern Cameroon, which has never given them such a right. Now, what is the way forward? In the present situation, the Republic of Cameroon and the representation of Southern Cameroon be brought before internationally supervised negotiation table to sign the Union Treaty, which they ought to have signed in 1961. Failing which, the UN should organize a referendum in Southern Cameroon for the people to determine their future.
Okay, that was Barrister Ashu Emmanuel, and I think he's explained very, very carefully to all of us what is the state of play when it comes to our country, Southern Cameroon. I'm just going to look at some of the highlights of what he said, and then I'm going to leave the rest to your imagination, and you can do whatever you want to do with this information. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that our country was independent. All right, that's what he clearly has said. He said we had independence according to the United Nations Resolution 1608, Article 2B. That's very important that we know that. So for anyone who is saying, oh, we're looking for independence, clearly we had independence. United Nations Resolution 1608, Article 2B. Okay? The other thing is the UN asked Britain, Cameroon, Republic of Cameroon, and Southern Cameroon to meet in Article 5 of 1608. They were supposed to meet in 1961, but they never did. Okay? Another critical point is that Britain asked for us to sign the Union Treaty. He asked Cameroon government to sign the Union Treaty with La République. So Southern Cameroon and La République were supposed to sign a Union Treaty. According to Great Britain, that Union Treaty was never signed. Okay, do you see why these people are sending La République back to look at the root cause of the problem? They know what they're talking about. Foncha refused to sign the federal constitution. Okay, those of you who are saying that you are a federalist, are you federalists by yourself? There is no federation between Cameroon and La République. There's never been a federation. There was no federal constitution between the two countries. The one that was written was by Hijo was done in his own House of Assembly, and basically it wasn't signed by Foncha because Foncha did not take part in creating that constitution. All right, so there you are. In 1961, Hijo just sent troops. September 1961, Hijo sent troops to our place to occupy our country. Now that's very crucial. In 1961, Hijo sent troops to occupy our country. We didn't ask for the troops. We didn't ask to join them. We didn't sign any papers. He sent troops to occupy our country. Okay? So that's very important. La République, they fully know that we are independent. They know that. But they are pretending that they don't know we are fully independent. I think they're just pretending to the public and to, but they know that we are independent. They must do. Okay? The Consultative Act of the African Union, Article 4B, says clearly that your independence, your border is set at independence. Okay? Your border is set at independence. So La République cannot extend that border. They had their border in 1960, so they should not really extend the border and say that Southern Cameroon is also part of their country. That is going against the Consultative Act of the African Union, Article 4B. All right. So I think those are the main points that I want you to take with you from this discussion. Barrister Emmanuel Ashu is a backbone, one of the backbones of the Southern Cameroon struggle. Okay? The restoration of our country is crucial to him, and he's been playing a very pivotal role. I know we don't talk about people like this, but he's in Cameroon. He's the head of the Reform Party, And I think the time has come for Southern Cameroonians to start to take him very seriously as one of our prominent leaders. But this one is actually based in Cameroon, which is unbelievable. Okay, so this is Critical Information Bureau coming from Hull, England. Until next time, stay safe.